Whoa,
You
whoa,
know,
whoa.
before we start this podcast episode, I would just like to give a moment of silence for any yellow players who spent their money on Borsalino.
It's cooked, man. It's cooked. It's
As
crazy, man.
hours ago, Hairband, Borsalino, and Iroquois help, or as we like to know it here in the Australian One Piece community, the IDF.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy, man. Low key, Bandai, W scalps, Bandai. It's
Scalps by
crazy
Bandai.
that Bandai is the biggest scalper, bro, because all those people who paid pre-release pricing for these Borsalinos and bought all of those Iroquois helps up because oh my god, this combo's broken, brother. It's emergency ban before the West even gets it. That's crazy.
I mean, hey, I'm not complaining. I have no remorse for these yellow players. Everyone knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Everyone knew it was coming. We didn't know it was coming this soon, but we all knew at some point that card was gonna get touched.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
me and my homie, we were cooking up a disgusting, absolute, like, vile Gecko Moria deck list. But honestly, everybody should be glad that never saw the light of day because,
you guys
man,
were trying to.
that was actually just not okay.
It was not okay. You guys were trying to explain it to me, and I'm like, I generally didn't. It took me like 3 explanations before I understood what the game plan was for that deck.
Dude, it's like old Blue Nami, but like, there's actually nothing you can do if I get set up. There's actually just nothing you can do. It's so fucked because like
it was
basically you just mill your entire deck and then you just fill it up with Borsalino. You just fill it up with Iroquois helps, 0 cost events, and 8 cost Morias, all of which have a trigger that heal you in 8 cost Moria, and you have very reliable means of stacking your deck up with those cards from your trash and milling your deck, and then those triggers heal each other. And when they trigger out, they go to your trash. So that next turn you can put them back in your deck. And it's just not okay.
not okay, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they got rid of it. I mean, hey, we're just not aware. The guys at Bandai HQ, they had like a stack of like 50 Borsalino SRs sitting on their desk, and like, guys, we've got to sell them all and then ban the card.
Yeah. Like, this is actually like secondary market manipulation. This is actually fucking insider trading, bro. That's insane. Imagine how many people fucking got absolutely shafted. It's fucked, man. I'm just so sad I didn't go to pre-release because, man, if I pulled a Borsalino, you already know that I'm selling it. Oh, I just wish.
I did go to pre-releases.
Yeah, and you kind of popped off.
I popped off. So my pre-releases, I'm gonna actually go to 2 of them. This time around, my first one, I managed to pull the Borsalino, so boom, entry already paid for.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And you know, managed to get the win, got the bowler card, sold it,
W scalps.
got a little bit of change. And then the next day I went to a second pre-release. I managed to get maybe top 3 worst pre-release constructed decks I've ever played in my entire life.
Okay.
I had 1 bird, no dog, no Zoro, no Zeph, no Smoker Tashigi, nothing. I had absolutely nothing in that deck.
I mean, bird is kind of crazy.
Bird is good, but it's not. It's nowhere next to dog.
Yeah. The dog is ridiculous.
I managed to somehow string together like a 7 cost Robin into 4 cost Zoro play.
Okay.
And the 8 cost Nami into 4 cost Zoro play. Managed to pull that off in one of my games. Managed to pull that off in one of my games.
That's disgusting. Dude, this pre-release, I'm kind of glad and sad that I didn't go to it because it seems fun, but it also seems so miserable if you don't pull the cards because you're telling me Smoker, Tashigi, Dog, Bird, so many heal cards. What the fuck is going on?
There's also 2 vanillas in the set.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But I will say, it's probably the most fun I've had at a pre-release because
Yeah.
there wasn't really a card where if you pulled it, it's like, oh, I just instant win.
Yeah, yeah.
Like with 13, that card was very much, the Secret Rare Bonnie. If you pulled that card, it was pretty GG.
Yeah.
That card was insane at pre-release. And then obviously like maybe 14 I didn't play, so I'm not really too sure what that was.
Yeah, I mean, 14 was good, but there were a lot of standout cards. Like, the Neptunian cards were crazy. Obviously, King and Kaido are fucking broken because you can't remove them. Fish, fucking Megalo is insane. But yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, this is probably the most fun I've had at pre-release.
Yeah.
Because everyone had bad decks.
Yeah.
Except for the one guy. So on the Saturday, I managed to come second, which did score me a winner promo as well. And I managed to also rip out of my last pack of the 3 winner packs, I managed to rip a Lightning Dragon Alt-Art event.
Yeah, that shit looks fucking beautiful, bro.
It looks so nice,
good.
man.
Yeah, they cooked. They fucking cooked.
But the guy I versed in the final round, there was actually nothing I could do. This guy had everything. He had 7-cost Zoro, he had Zeph, he had Smoker Tashiki, he had Bird and Dog.
Oh my god.
He played Zeph. He had everything apart from Borsalino, basically.
Oh my god. Like, what are you doing to that? You just fucking give up.
He had 2 finger pistols as well.
Constructed deck, man. What the hell?
He had 2 finger pistols and
the new
6-cost
finger
event.
pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, the new finger pistol and the 6-cost event, which is removes a 5 and a 4.
Oh,
which is
that
ridiculous.
one, the yellow one. Jesus.
Yeah, the Black Dragon Twist or whatever it is.
Yeah, the yellow fucking grab blade, basically.
That card was disgusting in pre-release.
Yeah, I can imagine. That shit seems kind of fucked. But,
also,
yeah,
there was so many 2Ks in that pre-release. I swear every deck I built, I had like 20 2Ks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess EBO4 brought a lot of 2Ks as well, huh?
Yeah, and especially with the removal 2Ks as well.
Oh yeah, all of the removal 2Ks. Yeah, this is fucking a lot. I mean, it is a pretty insane set. EBO, like the rest of EBO4 and OP15. There's just so much shit going on.
I mean, yeah, with like the Kobe, the 6-cost Secret Kobe as well.
Yeah, like, we have 2 mangas and like, I don't know, there's so much.
And all of the NL cards were crazy.
Yeah, NL cards are fucking busted, man. Like, you can, I feel like you can actually just run the 6-cost Secret Rare NL in any purple deck and get away with it. It actually doesn't matter. I mean,
I'd say you'd have to be a little bit careful at least. With the trashing of the hand and all that, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, you search a card and trash a card.
Yeah, I guess it's a 1-card cycle, but
yeah, like it's a top 5 search for anything, and then you trash a card. It's just like playing out a 6-10, man. That's fucked up.
Well, other purple decks would be sitting above 10 or 6-ton, right?
Yeah, but like, I mean, even then, it's a 6/8 body that just cycled a card. Search top 5 for anything.
I mean, I guess so. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I am happy that we are heading into a format. No pudding, no Borsalino.
Yeah, it's actually the dream.
No Rayquaza Borsalino, and I think that this format is going to be so fun now. Fun now.
It's gonna be very refreshing. Honestly, my early like meta predictions is that, because right now, how the meta looks, because I've seen a lot of breakdowns and I've played a fair bit of OP15 on the sim and everything. Right now, how the meta seems is we've got Enel, which is really strong, but Enel loses to 5-cost Borsalino, Rayquaza, Borsalino spam, etc. Right? So mainly like Boa does really good into that, but Boa isn't great into UI Nami, and UI Nami does well into Enel and Boa because UI Nami is already good into Boa because it's good into yellow decks, and it has Iroquois Borsalino, so it's good into Enel. And then as an answer to UI Nami, we've got Lucy, which is really good into UI Nami and has like a 40-50% like matchup into Enel. So now that Borsalino is gone, basically, well, like that combo is gone, it makes Enel a lot better because that's the main thing with Enel, right? Because he wants to rush you down, he wants to really push through, and that 6k blocker plus heal really slows him down to the point where you can start to topple him over and gain more resources. So now that that's gone, Enel is kind of a menace, and Lucy sort of falls off a little bit because UI Nami isn't as good, right? So what I'm trying to say is Moria is best deck in format.
Okay. I don't think UNAMI is gone. I think UNAMI without the Rayquaza, just playing the Borsalinos is still going to be a pretty formidable deck, especially with the
True, it's
Borsalinos being
searchable.
such a
Yeah.
it's searchable in that deck. I think it's ridiculously strong still. I think Nami is also still a very good deck, even though it's losing Pudding. I think it's going to be very strong still, especially
I
with
think
Boa still being strong.
I think Boa is kind of gutted because in Boa it's not searchable, and you also have to reconsider running so much because now you've got Borsalino, you've also got 5-cost Nami, and you've got so many options now where like, do we really want to run Borsalino plus 5-cost Nami plus like your Hiyori package to set up your triggers and such? Like, I think it's just way less consistent, especially with Nami in the format. You'd just rather play Nami. I think Boa is at least a lot worse.
Hey, if they're going to be playing Nami, I'm happy. Because you know what I'm playing in this set?
The good
You know what
old...
I'm playing? I'm playing a good old Mihawk.
Yeah.
And that deck absolutely rails blue yellow Nami decks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mihawk is pretty good, especially because I think Lucy will go down a little bit in popularity, since UI Nami I think will also go down a bit in popularity. So who knows? But I think Moria is actually really fucking solid because Moria is really good in turn up because your 4-cost Peronas just perma stun VNL. Their 6-cost and else can never attack. And that's just fucking amazing, right? Meanwhile, you're also developing bigger and bigger bodies while healing and removing, and you just have this like massive like tempo changes, and you're just in control so much. Where
the 5-cost
I think
Perona
ML
hits
can
a
do.
6, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that
4-cost
absolutely
Perona.
cooks an L then. Yeah. So absolutely cooks an L then. So you're freezing 2 of his guys every turn. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really solid. Like you have a really good win rate into NL. You have a pretty good win rate into Lucy as well because you're just so fast. And yeah, the main thing is that it's tough into UI Nami. So now that UI Nami loses Borsalino, or Iroquois help more, it's a lot easier, especially because Gecko Moria is like sort of a unique yellow deck where it didn't run 5-cost Borsalino, so it remains untouched, except for the infinite variant, but oh well. So it's actually like really solid. But
rest in peace, infinite variant. You were good for 5 days.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just disappointed they didn't do anything crazy with this unban, emergency unban. Like, come on, just give us back 8-cost Moria, nothing bad will happen. RP law, come on. Do something cool. Like, this is just what we expected from the original ban list.
Yeah. They literally appended the original ban list and just said, guys, we're also banning Borsalino. This is exactly what everyone wanted.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I can't be upset, but, like, do something crazy, please.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I think Mihawk is going to have a pretty decent spot in this meta.
Yeah.
I haven't played much because I've been mostly focusing on my 14 matchups up until now. But I think Mihawk going into the set is going to have to change his build a lot into a more freeze focused build.
Yeah.
Running a lot more 5-cost Perona, 5-cost Carrot, cutting 5-cost Tashigi. I've seen people cutting 5-cost Tashigi entirely. 7-cost Shanks, I think, is going to be pretty bad as well.
Hey, as an Evu player, that sounds fucking beautiful, bro. Yeah, cut those cards.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, we have.
You don't need
we
them.
have to cut. You know, most people are cutting Shanks down to 2, I think, because it is still very good as like just an overall matchup card. But into like, these blue yellow armies and stuff like that, we have a very solid win rate. And now apparently is a decent matchup if you learn it and you know how to beat it. It can be quite a good matchup for Mihawk. Especially with running like Lunas and like a lot of that stun that can hit those 6 costs. I think is super solid.
Yeah, it's just pretty hard to tell what's going on with NL right now because there's so many lists that are being thrown around because it's such a weird leader, right? Like I've seen people running Sanji and Puddings in the deck now. People are obviously like the Porsche build has become super popular where you go super wide because Porsche is obviously amazing for the deck. Because Porsche can search herself, and you can also search maybe if you run like choppers or some of the other like 2Ks for Foxy Pirates, and it plays out all of your 1-drops on play as well. So it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's that NL deck is gonna be scary.
Yeah, like if you ever get Porsche into dog, you kind of just win on the spot. It's such disgusting pressure.
Yeah, it is absolutely filthy pressure.
Yeah,
it is weird though, because when you say dog, I just imagine the leader getting double attack off that now.
yeah. Imagine, bro, that shit would be fucked.
But yeah, I think I'm very looking forward to this meta, especially now that Lucy isn't going to be as popular.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Because that is probably the worst Mihawk matchup. But you know what deck is actually seeing a weird resurgence? Michael D. Teach.
Yeah, I think they're all coping. And like let them cope. Sure. Like I don't know what does the deck even beat?
It beats Lucy pretty heavily.
But like Lucy is not the main deck. It's the deck that beats the decks that beat the top meta. It's like the fucking third in line, you know? Because we've got the top deck, which is a Nell. We've got the decks that beat a Nell. And we've got Lucy, which beats the decks that beat a Nell. So, like...
Yeah, but everyone's playing Lucy because everyone's playing the decks that beat a Nell.
But Lucy doesn't really beat a Nell. Lucy beats Nami.
It's just a big ass wonky shaped pyramid.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like if Lucy beat an L, then yes, Lucy would be tier 1 because Lucy would beat Nami and an L. But Lucy doesn't beat an L. Lucy beats Nami, and Nami beats an L.
Would Teach be good into would Teach be good into Blackbeard? What am I on, bro? This is why we don't record episodes at midnight.
Yeah. Got to wait for the ban list, bro.
Yes, we did. But does Teach beat Blue Yellow Nami?
Maybe like
I would say it would have a fairly favored matchup if it kind of runs the same kind of rules as Mihawk does, where it waits for them to play their big drops and just stuns them every time. I wouldn't say the matchup would be as good as Mihawk's, but I'd say you'd have a pretty good chance because now I wouldn't be able to really heal anymore.
Yeah, you would have to see what kind of build the Nami is running because I don't know. You just have to see because I'm thinking like the 4-cost Peronas are always gonna freeze your Burgesses, or like they're gonna delay your Burgesses a fair bit. I don't know. I feel like Teach is so cope.
I feel like it has potential, not great potential, but I feel like it's there. I feel like it's there.
I like because I know that you have to get super lucky to beat an L. And that's not a good
Yeah,
sign. That just
that's
completely takes it out of the conversation for me. Because if it was decent into an L, or if it, but like, from what I've heard, you cannot win into an L unless you find everything, and then they miss some stuff, and that's like,
yeah.
what are we doing?
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I think what could be interesting to see is kind of like how the meta shifts now that Borsalino as isn't as viable. Seeing
Yeah.
what decks are putting in instead of the Iroquois help, because
I
like they
mean,
could just go back to running like. There you go.
I mean, like, the thing about Iroquois Our Hope is that it's pretty nice for a lot of yellow decks because now at least they have like 8 slots into their deck that they can put random stuff into now, right? Because a lot of the time, Borsalino, Iroquois Our Hope, Hiyori was like a package deal. You had to commit 12 slots in your deck for that combo. Now, you literally can't. So, like, sure, a lot of decks will still run the Hiyori because it's good for their deck, right? But you still have that 4 card, like, slot now where you can put maybe fucking Rygo in there. You can put so many of the new cards that we got. So,
Yeah, I think it's for sure going to be very interesting to see kind of what route they take with those 4 extra cards.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I could definitely see it being like a 4-cost Zora that they chuck in there, or like some other heal card to kind of like fill that
Yeah.
void.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I could see a lot of random stuff. Maybe we'll shift more towards like a Sky Island package where we were on 7 cost Robin, the Sky Island version, and we play out like 5 cost Luffy's with that or 5 cost Vipers with that, right? So just to deal with an L and such. I don't know. Actually, I don't think it cheats out unless you are
Yeah, you have to be a Straw Hat leader.
Straw Hat leader. Well, that's fine. Because like almost so many of the
Well, I
yellow
mean, for
decks are.
Nami.
Yeah, it's fine for
Yeah, when we're talking
Nami,
about
Yellow Luffy, Sky Luffy, so it's fine.
yeah, I think Boa is going to definitely take the biggest hit out of these
Yeah.
bans, and I'm happy about that. I think Boa is not very fun to verse in general.
Yeah, I mean, Boba was also just the biggest abuser of Iroquois Our Hope because she already was pretty tanky because she's got 9 cost Boa. She's obviously got Kuma and such, but she's also got these 4/6 blockers, and you're taking a hit every time you clear one of her bodies, and it just felt pretty oppressive. And just
She's
that
also drawing
extra
a card every
turns.
time she activates Iroquois Our Hope. She's drawing an extra card as well.
Exactly. And like those extra turns just mean so much more for Boa because Boa is always putting you on a timer where if you don't kill her quick enough, she's gonna get to a point where she's gonna burn all your life and unblockable you, right? At least with Pudding going, it made it easier where you can play the more dragged out game, but like with Iroquois Our Help Borsalino, it didn't really matter because you couldn't play that late game anyway. So you just had to burn at her life because if she Hiyori'd, put an Iroquois Our Help on her life, suddenly she's like back to full life. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think overall Borsalino and Iroquois Our Hope, it was just not good for the game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Having to being at 1 life and being safe from 3 swings is just should not be allowed. Shouldn't be allowed, and if it is, it should be leader locked to like the leader that it's coming for. Like if they leader locked Iroquois plus Borsalino to Vegapunk, a deck that already isn't great in its own right, but it got access to that super powerful combo, and it gave it that fighting chance that it might need to kind of push itself into the meta relevance. I think that's pretty healthy.
I mean, not even just Vegapunk. Like locking it to Egghead type leaders is completely fine because then the new RY Bonnie can use it Yellow Bonnie from OP13 can use it. Starter deck Luffy can use it, and that's completely fine because those decks don't do as many outrageous things as Sky Island Luffy or
And
UI Nami, UI Boa.
I think something that really kind of broke the Borsalino combo is that it was coming from like these blue and like the yellow and blue decks.
Yeah.
Like having that blue and being able to have the consistency to find that Borsalino and Iroquois help and the Hiyori every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, and Bandai did release, with the ban list, their reasoning for why they banned Borsalino. It wasn't really that it was overtuned. It was more so that it dragged out games for way longer than they want games to be. Because, so many games in Japan were going to overtime, so many tournaments were being held up so long, and with this infinite Gecko Moria thing as well, a lot of people were building this infinite Gecko Moria deck to have the win condition of, oh yeah, you just survive until your opponent decks out. Like, that's insane, right? Like the way me and the homie built it was more like, oh, once you have it set up, you can actually start swinging and such, which makes a lot more sense. But it's crazy that it gives you so much sustainability that you can just play for timeout. I heard of like a game because I was listening to the All Blue podcast by Kalakai. They were talking about a game where this UI Nami was misplaying a bunch. This Lucy player was playing it really, really well, but the UI Nami just played it super slow and was just healing the entire game and won the game from time. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, what do you?
No,
What do you do?
I actually strangle my opponent across the table if that happened.
Like, that is just so lame.
Yeah, that should not be possible in a game like this. Like I already think that One Piece games are quite long in the grand scheme of everything. Like if you think about like a Pokemon game or Riftbound or that's actually all I can think of.
Yeah.
But like those games run best of threes.
Yeah.
In One Piece, we're barely making time on a best of one.
Yeah.
So having like game elements like Borsalino plus IDF plus all of these different heal mechanics in a yellow deck that also has access to draw, so you can't just mill them out of their resources in their hand and then swing at the mother at when they got no cards in their hand and you can just swing the fives and stuff like that to get through. It's ridiculous. Like you can't be printing that.
Yeah, it's just fucked up. But at least they fucking took a step back and realized that, oh, this is just not fucking okay. And they were sort of like just testing their boundaries with yellow. Like I did hear people complaining that, oh, the game is being power crept so much, but Mars, you told me yesterday that like, yes, the game is being power crept, but it's more so yellow. And I think that's because they're sort of testing the boundaries of what they can do with all of these different colors. We see the identity shifts from black, and yellow has just been so dog shit for so long that now they're printing some super strong cards to see what the line is where yellow is competitive but not too strong.
Yeah, I think you put it pretty well. It's just they kind of have to test because they're not really sure how to print yellow in a healthy way at the moment, I don't think.
Yeah.
So they've been printing it like very underpowered for a very long time since OP3.
Mm-hmm.
They've been printing it pretty like very, very weak.
Yeah.
Because they were scared. And now they're finally going, okay, we need to ramp it up a little bit. We've got to push a lot of these stronger cards, these stronger leaders, see what we can get away with. And then hopefully in the future, they'll tune it back and they'll figure out kind of that nice middle ground where they can print out some yellow cards that are still good, but they're not completely overpowering and meta changing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, man, before OP14, what yellow decks were even played? Like, OP13, there was fucking nothing that was being played for yellow. It was just Emu Ace Zoro.
Yeah, yellow has. I feel like yellow has only ever been extremely OP or extremely bad.
I mean, like extremely OP. It was literally just an L, and it wasn't that crazy.
Black Yellow Luffy as well.
Yeah, but that was more black because it was Gecko Moria making it broken.
I mean, yeah, but
So
it's still it's still you know
yellow just didn't have literally like it just had nothing until OP14 where they were like, okay, we gotta make yellow actually do stuff. Where like there's actually payoff to having strong triggers because you can't have an entire color be about triggers, and triggers are already such a downside because a card with trigger is so bad when it's not in life because they have to understand it, they have to make it really bad because it has trigger. So if it's from life, it's really good, right? And then they just started printing cards that, oh, they have trigger, but they're still really good, like in the case of Boa's cards. And you have a payoff for triggering them out because you also don't lose that card, you draw a card. So makes sense that they sort of started pushing it, but now I think they've hit that wall that where they're like, okay, yellow's in a good enough spot. We can chill out. And I think that's good.
Yeah, I definitely think they need to take a bit of a chill pill from the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I think with Teach coming up, I think this is a good opportunity for them to like experiment a little bit more with triggers, especially with a leader that can, you know, stack his own life and then force you to trigger it out.
Yeah, black
I
yellow,
think that's
yeah.
going to be super interesting. Because it kind of patches the it kind of patches the problem that you had with triggers that you just mentioned,
Yeah.
where they're just inherently bad cards when they're not in life, because it lets you put it in life, and then it doesn't really give your opponent much way to play around the like when I play into a Gecko Mario, I'm just like, I just won't swing at your life until you're out of resources and I'm ready to just dominate this game from a late game position.
Yeah, I mean with Gecko
Um
it doesn't really work, but I kind of get what you're saying. But yeah.
um yeah, like obviously not that simple, but
Yeah.
it's like into yellow decks you're allowed to starve them out,
Mm-hmm.
and I think and like you're literally making them just so that they're playing worse cards than you.
Yeah. I think
Um
that's great because like I think Blue Yellow Nami was a bit sorry, Blue Yellow Boa was a bit overtuned by the way they approached that, where Blue Yellow Boa punished you super hard for starving because, first of all, she has so many healing resources where at a point in the game, you're too far away from killing her before she kills you, and you get punished so hard for swinging at her board where you have to take a life, so she's getting even closer to lethal, right? But I think with decks like the new Teach that's coming up, and Black Yellow Moria, it's really good because you have the option to solve them out. But if you swing at their board, it's not as good because they have so many on KO effects where, sure, you can starve them out, but you're also activating all these on KO effects where you're disincentivized from swinging at their board as well. So I think I like that a lot more.
yeah, I think on KO effects are like, I think on KO effects are good when they reward player for the player who played the on KO effect.
Mm.
When it dies, that it rewards the player who played it rather than punishing the player who
Yeah.
KO'd it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
I
Yeah.
think that's a like full cost Yellow Hawkins, the on KO effect of that to trash one life. It just always felt bad.
Yeah.
Whereas like going in, and it always was just like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Whereas you know, full cost Marco,
Yeah.
when that card got KO'd, your opponent is rewarded with by drawing two cards, which is more manageable because it's not affecting what I can do in the game.
Yeah, for sure. Like a direct comparison is full cost Kiku versus full cost Basil Hawkins. It felt so much worse to kill a Basil Hawkins because it's restricting the stuff that you can do. But killing a Kiku was fine because, oh, you can gain another life. That's fine. I'm starving you out anyways. And they're like, okay, I gain another life. That's another potential trigger, right? I think some of the more like outrageous on KOs that they've done is like 7-cost Robin. What's up with that? Why do we have that on KO? Like that
Yeah,
is
I'm
Basil Hawkins, but even worse, that feels so bad to be in the game because as the player, you
especially
have no interaction with that.
yeah, it very much is. Oh, once they play down the Robin, I have this many turns to kill it before I can never deal with this ever again.
Yeah.
Like I was playing into a yellow Luffy at a treasure cup, like a short treasure cup, and I lost because he hit 4 Robins,
Yeah.
and I just
What can
couldn't
you do?
like. What can I even do against that? Because I can never. Like, I killed one of them,
Yeah.
but the other 3 I couldn't kill because I was already so low on life. He was playing, yellow Luffy, so he's going super aggro. He's got a lot of those, low to the ground early swings. He's got, you know, life burn as well with the 6-cost Robin. And I'm
Yeah.
like, my life is just disappearing, and I can't kill these Robins anymore. It's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating.
Yeah, especially like as a color that can't safely remove them without activating the on plays. Like, sure, you can freeze them for only so long, but if they find multiple in a row, it's like, just feels so bad compared to, on KOs that like Gecko Moria has, where you can KO something, but I get to develop a better body. I get to search another card. I get to stun one of your characters, which you can play around. So, yeah.
Yeah, I love the Gecko. Like, I love on KOs that you can play around, or that like don't super affect. Like, as you said, the Perona being on a stun, I can play around that. I can swing with my 5-cost Tashigi and then swing into it with my leader,
Yeah.
rather than, and it still does force me to play differently, because I can't just swing my leader into your Perona and then swing my Tashigi into it if you counter out.
Yeah. Makes it so
It's
much more interesting.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So, yeah.
Um,
Honestly, I'm very interested in what they do with Black Killer Teach more because we covered it on the last episode, I think, but it just has so much support from Black Teach already. So, just fucking
yeah,
have to see.
100%. I think it's gonna be super, super interesting. Being able to like bring back your on KOs with the 5-cost Kuzan and the 6-cost Kuzan.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's gonna be super cool.
Yeah, like
I think I'm gonna really like this deck.
yeah, like 6-cost Kuzan blocker, blocking an attack, playing out a character, and then redirecting that another attack into that character, activating it on KO. Seems very interesting, but honestly, I'm just very excited for what they do with Yamato still, because we've seen a little bit of support now for Yamato. Seems fun, seems like an interesting aggressive black deck maybe. I have to see. I mean, like, the general theme of the deck is playing stuff out from trash, and historically, playing stuff out from trash is good. So,
I mean, yeah, it's like, if you play stuff out from trash, it's like you got your whole trash in your hand.
yeah, and that's ridiculous, right? Because, we've seen Lucci, we've seen Sakazuki, we've seen fucking Emu.
Black Yellow Luffy.
Black Yellow
Emu.
Luffy, Emu, like...
Brook, guys. Brook, best deck in format. Brook, best deck in format.
Exactly. So, like, whenever you play stuff out from trash and get loads of value that way, it's always good. So I think Yamato is definitely going to be sleeper pretty fucking good.
I think I'm really looking forward to OP16. I think it's going to have a lot of fun leaders. I'm probably going to end up playing Green Blue Luffy. Hopefully it gets enough good support.
Yeah.
Or Black Yellow Teach. Black Yellow Teach does look super fun, but I don't know if my wallet can handle buying yellow cards.
Yeah, I mean, once we win this regional, I'm sure our wallet can handle a lot, because we do have a Sydney regional coming up at the end of next month. And what are we thinking?
Approaching, and I'm not ready, bro. I think I played 2 games of OP15 and it's not on the deck I'm going to be playing at the regional.
Yeah, I mean, we have a month and a half, so I don't know. I'm gonna mess around. I think Moria has a lot of potential, but we have to see how the meta settles. Fuck. If
No,
nothing
I'm
happens, I might
honestly.
just fucking slave out and play out and buy out a purple and all deck.
I mean, I'm going to be playing Mihawk. I think
Yeah.
it's the safest bet for me. It's what I've had a lot of good results in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's pretty well suited for this meta. You know, he does have bad matchup. You know, he's got the Lucy matchup, which is pretty tough, which I'll have to spec into. But I think he's got a really cool, fun, new, interesting build that he can use for the with like the freeze build.
Yeah.
Electric. Oh, I can't wait for the moment when a Lucy player has all of his 7-cost Salvos on the board, and I just freeze all of them with one electrical Luna. Ooh,
Yeah,
mama. Ooh,
we're in
mama.
Disneyland, brother.
No. It's not Disneyland if I believe. If I can dream it.
I mean, okay,
Okay, I can't
it's
wait to
not Disneyland. It's
okay,
fucking
fine.
DreamWorks
Fine.
land, bro. It's cooked.
Fine, bro. Fine. I guess I'll hit a 5-man electrical Luna on an L player.
Why do you even electrical Luna if you have Luffy event? Surely you just
Luna hits more things.
Of course, but it's so much more high rolly, low rolly.
Yeah, but it's because Enel goes so wide. He does like a lot of those low to the ground swings. So being able to stun all of them, I'm pretty sure is better. As I said, I don't know. I've played like 2 games and I haven't played on Mihawk at all.
I think it's bad into Enel because Enel is always only swinging with one drop every turn, maybe 2 max.
Is he?
Yeah,
what is he doing, bro?
Because he plays out a 6 drop, he attaches 4 Dawn to a 1 drop and swings with it.
Damn.
He
I'm not gonna
only
lie.
has 6 Dawn, bro.
I can't lie. I'm a little bit misinformed.
Even if you freeze all of his 1 drops, he's just gonna play out a Shura, give it rush, and then swing with that. Like, his 1 drops don't matter, and his 6 drop and L's a 10 cost. So I don't know. I mean, it's not good into NL. I don't think.
I don't know, bro. I don't even know what the NL leader effect does, really.
Yeah.
All I know is you got 6 Dawn and you can attach 4 rested of it.
5.
That's all I know. 5 rested of it. There you go.
Wait, no, 4? No, 4 rested, 4. 1 active. Yeah, gains 1 active, 4 rested. Yeah.
Okay, see, I'm better than this guy, and he's deep into it, bro.
Yes. But yeah, I think I don't know about Luna, bro. I've always like not liked that Luna card because, especially once we have Luffy event, because it's like, okay, we have something that can protect our leader, we have something that's supernova searchable, and like when are we ever stunning more than 2 things?
Yeah, you're right. You are right. I'm not sure how good it's actually gonna be. But I can test. Okay, I can test. Yeah, I can dream.
You can test. I think it's a bit.
I do love 9-cost Mihawk in this meta though. Imagine just stunning every turn the Enel's cards, the Lucy's cards.
Yeah, I mean
all the cards.
Again, Enel it's a 10 cost, but yeah.
Wait, it's a 10 cost?
It gains +4 cost if you have 6 or less Dawn.
I'm retiring from this game. I'm sorry, guys. I'm retiring. No way around it.
Like it doesn't do anything, bro. It doesn't fucking do anything, bro.
I told you I don't know anything about this meta, man.
It's fucked, man. It's fucked.
I'm unprepared. I am unprepared. You know what? Maybe I'll just become an ace player.
Yeah, I mean, Ace has it a bit rough too. I don't know, bro.
Maybe I'll just start playing Roger. You know.
I think Enel is just sort of running a monopoly right now. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think it. I think Mihawk has the tech options in green because green is just so wide, right?
Yeah. I mean,
But
green just
I
has so
think
many options in general, right? So
you're just lying to me.
what?
You're just lying to me.
About what? Green having
The
options?
plus 10. No, the plus cost. I just looked it up. Neither of them gain plus cost.
No, shut.
Just lies to me. Straight to my face.
Hold on.
Wow. Guys,
I'm
you heard it
checking.
here
I'm checking.
first. You heard it here first. Quinn makes up news to ruin the dreams of Mihawk players.
Oh, well, never mind. I
Oh,
thought
so
it
maybe
also
Luna is
gained
good.
plus one.
So maybe
Sure.
Luna is good.
Sure.
Mm.
Go for it, bro. Go for it, bro. Play Luna. I mean, this definitely makes 9 cost Mihawk a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, I was low-key thinking about playing one of 9 cost Sorrow in my Mihawk list just for fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, I guess, if you're safe enough to play it.
Yeah, like, because my thought behind it was if I'm running, like, stun events now, I can play it down. There's not really any big removal apart from
Raigo.
Raigo or, like, a full removal package in a black deck for some reason. So, like, I
Yeah.
can play it out, rest stage or rest, something, and then play freeze event, set it up for kind of free.
Yeah.
Which I think it's not too bad. It's kind of interesting, but you know, it might be a little bit Disneyland. I don't know really how you would use it.
Yeah.
Late game it could be pretty nice.
I don't know,
Just sitting it down.
Yeah, the main thing is just being in a spot where you can play it down without dying. And like freeze event helps.
That could be a fun little bit of sauce.
Yeah.
Little bit of sauce.
I don't know. It's just so tough to play into a meta where NL is so strong because NL just has so many options. It's actually fucked up what that deck can do. Because like every time you mention fucking anything, I'm like, okay, you play out 9 cost Zoro, NL can fucking Divine Departure, rest it down and swing into it. And NL can Divine Departure, Althora, and it's dead. And I'm like, what can this deck not do? It can do everything. It can rest, it can freeze, it can stun, it can KO. It has rush, it has double attack.
Oh, low-key hate this purple color, man.
This deck can fucking do everything. How am I supposed to think like tech against it?
I think people say black is green's biggest weakness because it's got the removal.
Yeah.
No, dude, purple fucks green every time. They release a new purple deck, bro. UP Luffy fox green. UP Sanji fox green.
I mean,
Foxy beats green.
So we've named removal deck, like
Rosinante, Foxy, Dofi, Anel. All of the recent strong decks have been good into green, but maybe that's just the Mihawk bias. Because all those decks are amazing into Mihawk. You know what deck? You know what my cope deck is for this segment?
Yeah, what is it?
Smoker.
Yeah, I mean, you get some good stuff. You get Smoker and Tashigi, etc. It's nice.
Red green Smoker. I feel like I could make it work as like a tier 2 deck almost tier 2.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not good.
Fuck, bro. This Anel deck just lives fucking reigned free in my head, bro. It can do everything. I don't know how to play against it. I don't know what to do in the meta because this Anel deck can fucking do everything. I just need to play Moria and stun his fucking Anels. That's the only way. It's the only way. How else am I gonna deal with it?
Hey man, chill out. Just play Blue Yellow Army.
Because like usually the way I think about like matchups is by looking at their best curve and the best thing they can do every turn. And L has so many options that the best thing you can do every turn is nullify what I did and kill me. How am I supposed to prepare against this?
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna, draw 7 cards, attach 17 Don, swing 10,000 power at your leader double attack. I'm also gonna remove your entire board, and then I'm gonna reach across the table and I'll punch you in the face 3 times. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Like, it's so fucked up because like every single play he has an arrangement of cards which he could have that he can play and nullify what you did and kill you. Why the fuck did we print this? It has everything, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. No. What the fuck?
Alright, bro. You've seen it, guys. You've seen it live. Quinn railroaded himself into playing purple NL.
It has everything. If you like obviously it's not gonna feel like that if you're playing it, but it feels so uninteractive versing it because you can't prepare for everything. So every single turn you're taking a gamble that they don't have the set of cards.
Yeah.
Because like the most common like combo is Lightning Kitten to -1k power, fucking Mamaragan to rest down a 5,000 power, and then Lightning Dragon to freeze. They always have that, by the way, for some fucking reason. So like that's a super popular combo that can freeze a 6-drop the turn you play it, and they do that a lot, right? And all of that is going hand neutral, so that's pretty cool.
All of it doesn't cost a single Don as well.
Yeah, all of it doesn't cost a single Don, and it goes hand neutral, which is pretty sick, right? And they've also got access to, some people are running fucking Gamma Knife, a lot of people are running Divine Departure because on 6 Don you can just attach a Don to leader, Divine Departure, fucking kill anything. Elthor, it kills a 3k power or less. Not base power, it just kills a 3k power or less. So you can power minus with your Ohms, you can power minus with your Lightning Kittens, you can power minus with Gamma Knife, with Divine Departure, and kill anything. If they have KO or removal protection, you can just freeze it. You put up a blocker, he can rest it. He has double attack. What the fuck do I do?
Oh
hell no, I just have to play Mario. That's the only way. It's either Mario or no.
Play Mario, man. Be who you be. Be who you are.
Yeah, it might just be a Mario angle, bro. I mean, like,
so funny. It's so funny just watching you spiral live time.
Like, the more I think about it, this deck is just fucking outrageous.
Yeah,
it's actually really just not okay.
Played into it much, but having a double attack that you double attack is always dirty, man.
I mean, that double attack isn't even the problem. The problem is that it's a 3-cost 4k, so you can play it off of Porsche, and then you attach Ford onto it, so you can swing for 8. And on your opponent's turn, it's a 6k, and your ohms are also a 6k. So it makes everything so hard to kill. That's the main problem. Because like the double attack, sure, whatever, it's a lot of pressure, right? But usually you would just remove it the next turn. But it's a 6k body, and his ohms also have double attack and are 6k bodies. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Ohm also being like the most useful card because it's -1k power on attack. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, this
oh my god.
It's gonna be an interesting matter for sure. I will, I think something will eventually come to a head. Where I think we're gonna find something that can beat NL somewhat consistently. Whether that be some yellow deck or obviously Bell Luffy, right? I've heard Bell Luffy counters it. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, yeah, Bell Luffy counters it, but if you find like the thing is with Enel, it's like you can counter it sort of, but he also has so many options where he can beat anything that you throw at him if he finds the right cards. And that's just like, of course, a lot of the time he's not gonna find the right cards. But the fact that he can find the right cards and beat you no matter what is like, I don't like that. I don't like that a deck can do that much. And it's just up to if he finds that. Because, like, how am I supposed to approach this? Because if he has that, then what the fuck do I do? It's like,
yeah,
it kind of feels like Sakazuki, where like you played something out, Sakazuki removed it and developed his own thing. You play something out, Sakazuki removed it and developed his own thing. It feels like that, where you play something out, and they'll -1k rest freeze, and then he's swinging at you 9k double attack. You play something out, he's freezing both things, and then he's swinging at you 9k double attack, 10k, 6k. And it's like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
It feels a bit ridiculous that all of these are just Don -2. Like, they don't have any cost to them.
0 cost Don minus draw a card.
I understand why they made it this way. But I think being out of Divine Departure and then just 0 cost Don -1, just KO with 3,000 power less.
It's ridiculous, man.
Seems a bit interesting to me. So you're hitting anybody apart from Whitebeards and Rogers from just that 2-card combo.
Divine Departure's -10k, right?
No, it's -8.
-8. Okay. Well, yeah, you just need to have some ohms on the field. Like, oh, it's so fucked. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's just crazy. I feel like a deck shouldn't have that much when it's all free and draws a card, because like you can just do all that while playing out a 6-cost no.
Well, you can't do all of that because you have to rest the 5 Don for the Divine Departure.
I mean, yeah, if you're removing like a 10k, 12k body, yeah, sure. But like for all like mid-sized bodies, he doesn't need the Divine Departure. Because he doesn't even need to KO the thing. He can just, because he has something that freezes a 6k for free.
Yeah, all of these being essentially free events are...
It's concerning. It's
like, especially Jesus. Lightning Dragon, just
Lightning
in general,
is just disgusting.
Just like, imagine if like Doflamingo started running Lightning Dragons.
He probably could.
With Virgo, right?
Yeah.
Or like the fact that it's not base power is pretty. It's gonna be very interesting.
Because like at first, I didn't realize he could do this much because I automatically like assumed it was all base power, right? But he has so much access to power reduction where this is just like a stun anything. This is just a rest anything. I don't know. It just feels crazy. It just feels insane. Especially because now that Borsa is gone, or like Ira Quasar plus Borsa is gone, NL is
I think
so strong.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit scary for the NL, but you know, I think it's gonna be it's gonna be an interesting matter. I think my takeaway is that this is gonna be an interesting matter. I think it's gonna be too bad, and you know, if it does end up being bad, I'm sure we'll get a ban list about this time next year to fix it. So
yeah, I mean, like the thing is, Enel inherently isn't this strong because a lot of the time he won't find all these cards.
Yeah,
I just hate that he could.
Yeah, it does leave it a little bit to you know, I just hope he doesn't have, you know, Like if I play out my 9-cost Mihawk on 9 Dawn, and I just kind of have to say, oh well, I hope he doesn't have Divine Departure into Lightning Dragon, whatever it is.
Yeah.
The Kin.
Yeah. Yeah, like I play anything out, I'm like I'm just every single turn I'm just hoping that he doesn't have something. I'm not really like responding to what he's doing. I'm just hoping that he doesn't have the answer to it. And if it sticks, I'm happy.
How does he go into KO protection then?
He just ignores it and freezes it and then swings face.
What do you mean he freezes it?
Lightning Dragon, bro. He doesn't have to KO
Yeah,
it.
but like if I play like the 1-cost, the 1-cost, Laboon or something, I can just rest 2 cards.
It doesn't stop Lightning Dragon. That just stops it from becoming active.
Okay, you mean he freezes the card that he was trying to remove? I thought you were saying he freezes the removal protection, so you can't like rest it or anything once it is active.
Like a lot of the time, he doesn't KO stuff. Like he can KO the big things, but a lot of his mid game is just ignoring what you played out by just freezing it. And he's swinging at you with double attack and 9k power swings.
Well,
9k, 10k, and it's like, what the fuck? Because like Elthor is amazing because he can KO. He can of course combo a power minus to KO big things, but he can also just KO like chump blockers like Rebecca's. It's solid.
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very interesting.
Yeah, because Elthor is also just a plus 1k power as well on its activation, so it's extra power. It's without a Dawn cost, so he's also gaining extra power, sort of like Rayleigh. So it's
but with all this talk about meta this, meta that, what sleeper deck do you reckon is going to make top cuts this set?
I mean, I'm a Mario believer right now, of course, because he feels like the answer to me to this NL deck, because just freezing the 6 costs very, very strong. So that's gonna be the pick for me. I don't think Croc is as good because yellow less prominent. I don't know. Croc felt good, but I don't know. Maybe Croc, but probably Gecko.
I think it's gonna be a few sleeper decks actually. I think Red Green Luffy is gonna be pretty sleeper heading into this.
Yeah.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's got a pretty solid matchup into NL with just having so much extra counter on his turns. Just requires less cards from his hand. I think that's pretty solid for him.
Yeah, I think Kobe's quite good.
Yeah, Kobe seems really, really strong actually. With the new 6 cost and everything, be able to, like on your 6th on turn, being able to develop, like if your curve on Kobe goes like search into Kujaku on 4, into Helmeppo Kobe on 6. No one is having fun, bro. That is disgusting.
It's very strong, very strong. It's very explosive.
Very explosive. It's super scary. I versed the homie that we speak of on Kobe. It was pretty close actually. It was actually pretty close. I managed to the freeze package definitely helps the Mihawk into Kobe matchup a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's still pretty tough. I think GP has a decent chance. I've been seeing it have a few results. This looks pretty decent.
I think it's just budget and all. Like
budget and all.
It just does what NL is doing a bit worse, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Roger seems interesting as well. We'll go keep an eye on him.
Roger?
Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be. I think Roger is better in this set than he was in 14. I think he's better off now.
I think he just fucking
no,
dies, bro.
Nah, bro. Play the 10 cost Roger. Purple 10 cost Roger.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna play purple 10 cost Roger in an L, and I'm gonna go to 10 Dawn. Yeah. I'm gonna negate my leader effect and go to 10 Dawn. And then on 10 Dawn, gonna play 10 cost Luffy.
Oh my god.
Then I'm gonna get another turn. And bottom deck my Roger so I can leader effect.
No.
I think we gotta think deeper about this in L deck. I think 10 cost Roger brings a lot of cool plays that we're not thinking about.
You know who's really gonna top every single regional? Dalton Krieg.
Krieg, the strongest in the East Blue.
The strongest leader in the East Blue, and we all know that the One Piece card game takes place in the East Blue.
Yes.
But I think that is about all the time we have for today's episode.
Yeah, thank you guys for enjoying another Purple and L podcast episode.
Thank you for watching another Quinn spiraling into the future meta.
Yeah.
And for enjoying the High Roll Pod sponsored wake of Borsalino and Quasar's marriage.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, I do have a question for everyone here. If you are going to play the OP15 meta, what deck are you looking forward to playing the most? For me, I'm still playing Mihawk, but I'm definitely interested in trying Lucy. What about you? Well, you've already said you're playing Emu, so we all know. We all know.
Emu. No room. Emu. I don't know. Honestly,
yes.
Emu's, I don't know. I'll probably mess around with all these X and fucking land at Emu anyway. And probably lose 10 dice rolls. Who knows, bro?
You'll lose 10 dice rolls. GG, go next. Anyway, that's all the time we have today. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Oh, wait.
Bye-bye.
We will have the 3-liter each set episode coming out very soon. And stay tuned for my goat Mars's debut coming up.
Oh yeah, 18th of April on twitch.tv/maarsvt. I will be having a debut of my VTuber model, which will be pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
And I'll be able to use that for the podcast as well. So I look forward to seeing you all there. We've got exciting. We do have the first episode of the 3 Leaders Each Set releasing this Sunday as well.
Yeah, the first episode, bit scuffed. It was a long time ago. Second episode, super high quality. Hope you guys enjoy it. Same day as the debut. All right. Should be good.
All right. Thank you, everyone. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.